it's a lovely night here at the plot, and I thought I'd just take you through some of the mums that I grow here. I only have these 2 rows of them here, and actually down at the end of this one row is a bunch of water lily dahlias that I'm just letting cross-pollinate, but this is all I'm growing in the plot this year. I've got some more of the lates at home. All of these got hit by a late frost. They were double covered. Actually, no, this row did not get hit. They weren't planted yet. This row got hit. They were triple covered by frost cloth, and the tips still got singed. So their timing is off, and I'm not going to get any blooms for, I'm going to say probably for this year. They're just all too small and young, and there's some down at the end I'll show you that I'm getting blooms on. I've organized them actually by classification. So starting on this side, I've got the 25s to 28, 29, which are the sprays, and then I have some lates down on that side, and then on this side I have my earlies, my 23s, 24s, I think actually 25s might be on this side, I can't remember. Anyways, let me take you through what I have. So this one here is Linwell's Choice. It's getting faded by the sun, should be more of a darker pink I'm thinking, but I put these bags on just to see if I could get anything half decent out of them. These are some sprays. I'll get back to them when they start blooming. Here's another spray. This one is Peach MB Wedding. So I don't know how to grow sprays, like if I were growing them for show. I'm just letting them do what they want to do. There is a proper way to, you know, disbud them and take care of them in order to get some nice blooms, but I just didn't do that this year. Maybe next year. Maybe the sprays I've got quite a few sprays now, so maybe I'll give it a try. And then we've got this guy, which is, let me see here, here's my labels. This is Southway Strontium. It's a nice bright red kind of color. Here, where's a younger bloom here? There. And again, there's a specific way that you should be disbudding to get nice blooms, and I didn't do it, but I will try try harder next year. Let me just get my label back in so I don't forget. This is Canine Swan. I just cut a whole bunch of blooms off of this one. It actually has a very nice form. It was very easy to grow. These are old blooms again, but you can kind of get the idea of what these things look like. Beautiful. And then we've got this spray. And again, I'm going to root around for these are all new. Don't remember the names of any of them. This is Primrose MB Wedding. So related to that other one down at the other side, the peach. This is the Primrose form. And then here we have, Salmon Talbot Parade. See, that's pretty. That's a pretty color. Salmon Talbot Parade. There's some more blooms hiding back here. Let me show you. Here's the key. And then this is William Florentine, or Florentine. I don't know how they say it. That's nice. It's a nice bloom. They remind me of Mary's Miracle. And you can see the brown tips on the leaves. This is how the rain ruins them. Really, you know, if you're growing these big mums, they need to be under cover to protect these petals from the rain and stuff. Very nice. And then I think we're starting to get into the lates here. So we're not going to see any of these blooms at the plot anyways. But I have lates growing at home, so I'll show them there. And then we have the ones like, here, this guy. These two here, which are, I don't know what you call them, what form they are, classification. But, oh, there's a tag. Yeah, so like this one is Purple Springs. I grow these in the garden. I guess you could call them garden mums. So there's Purple Springs, and then there's this other one that I got from another grower, and then there's like, oh, that's a late, that's Crimson Tide. But there are these garden mums too, which I was hoping I would get some buds on. It doesn't look like it. Just stopped and started too late. And then if we go onto the other side here, so again, we've got some more, these are some more lates here. This is Mary Brownbridge spray, very nice. This is, believe it or not, this is Billy Bell. I'm pretty sure this is Billy Bell. This needs, should be under cover. It's got nice big buds. Small plants, very small plants this year because they all got nipped by the bud. Yep, by the frost. This is Billy Bell. And this, I believe, is Melanie Lynn. Nice bright yellow. Bright yellow in curve here. Yep, Melanie Lynn. A little further here. Yeah, so we're into the 25s. This one is, sorry, Doreen Hall. That's a nice, it's a nice bloom, Doreen Hall. It's a nice Doreen Hall bud. I love them when they're in bud. It's just so like juicy. This I think is a new one for me. My husband cut the grass. Threw it all over the plants here, but he cuts the grass, so I'm not going to complain. Let me just see if I can find a tag. I've got so many new ones here, that new varieties for me that I'm still learning. Diva Glow. Yep, it's a 25A. It's not the size of an A this year, that's for sure, but maybe if I take better care of it next year and don't let it get frozen, I get an A next year. Okay. And then we have here, this is Gingernut. I think a lot of people grow Gingernut. I think actually we might have lost Gingernut at one time in society, but now we have it back. I think several of us have this one now. Gingernut. And then there's two here that are going to look very similar. This one I usually am able to tell the difference between this one and this one, because this one is Sam Oldham and it should be really tall, and again you can see this year it's not. It's maybe 3 feet if I'm lucky because of that frost. Get that label back. Nice gold and yellow, gold and red, sorry. And then again here, same kind of coloring, and this one is of course, I can't remember the name even though I grow this every year. Sorry, Matlock. This is Matlock. And you can see Matlock, like, here's another one, here's a younger bud, and here's an older one. You can see how it's kind of faded because of all that heat we had. It's kind of turning almost an orangey color. There's also a bronze Matlock, but this isn't bronze Matlock. That's a faded Matlock. And then all my other poor earlies that got hit by frost and just never did anything for me, including my, I think I have here Rose Venice, Cherry Venice, and then there's another third Venice yet. Cherry, Rose, and another one I can't remember. But you know, if any of these come into bloom, I'll definitely show you guys, and then I will also show my collection that I have at home of the lates when they start blooming. So that should be pretty nice to see. Okay, take care everyone.